This video will outline how to create an order from a purchase order in Gate 3. There are several prerequisites that are required before you can create an order from a purchase order. Ensure that a purchase order has been created, approved, and has a status of active. Also, ensure that there's companies and contacts you will be using on the project have been associated to your project. The project cost codes and budget lines must be populated and linked to one another. Terms and conditions must also be linked to your project prior to creating a purchase order. Purchase orders can be used for one-time procurements or for a unit price agreement, which includes specified prices with an estimated quantity for aggregates, concrete, long-term rentals, or repeated services over a period of time. When you create a purchase order in Gate 3, two steps are involved. The first step is to create a purchase order with an estimate of the maximum amount in accordance with the budget. The second step is to create an order associated to the original purchase order. Orders can be created as needed until the predetermined maximum order value is reached. This video will demonstrate how to associate an order to a purchase order. As a reminder, your purchase order must have a status of active. From the Start menu, select Purchase Orders Invoices from the Financials module. Select the Purchase Orders view. There is an option to show Unit Price Purchase Orders only by clicking on the checkbox. Search for the applicable purchase order using the filter box. Once you find the purchase order, you can either click on the purchase order number hyperlink to open the purchase order or review the information displayed in the view. Now that you have located and opened the purchase order, you can now create an order by clicking on the Create Order button. To add items to the new order, navigate to the Items subsection. Click the Select Items button to select item lines from the purchase order. Click the top checkbox to select all line items from the purchase order. Line items can also be selected individually. Then click the Add Line button. Once the line items have been added, click the Apply button. If necessary, click the Add Line button to continue entering additional items to the order. By default, 3 lines will be added. Enter the information in the editable fields. You may also use the Tab key to move ahead through the fields. Add any miscellaneous items such as heating and fuel surcharges, and any supplementary products or services that you wish to purchase. Fill in the editable fields. If applicable, enter the vendor item number for the corresponding item you wish to order, enter the product description, select the unit of measure from the drop-down list, then enter the quantity and unit price. Enter either a valid GL account number or enter a cost account and a budget line directly into the corresponding field, or click the applicable button. Review the tax information. Keep in mind that the system will display a warning message if the order exceeds a threshold of 15% over the maximum estimated purchase order amount. Once all the lines have been added, click Save or Save as Draft. If the order amount has reached 80% or 100% of the maximum purchase order amount, Gate 3 will display a warning message in the purchase order document. A confirmation message will appear confirming the purchase order is saved. The purchase order will be available in the Purchase Orders main view. Select the Purchase Orders view. Search for the applicable purchase order using the filter box. Once you have located the purchase order, you can either click on the purchase order number hyperlink to open the purchase order or review the information displayed in the view. Take note of the order number. The purchase order number takes a prefix of the category that was defined when creating a purchase order. In this case, the category type is permanent, followed by the system-generated purchase order number. In this illustration, when an order was created from the original purchase order, number 1 has been affixed and is sequential. For example, if creating an additional order from the original purchase order, the next order will show as P-1-2. Now you have learned how to create an order from a purchase order. Now that an order has been created, the next step within this process is to manage and receive the purchase order items. This concludes the video. Thank you for watching.